Thanks to the marvels of modern engineering, we can ride a motorbike onto a train, travel under the sea, and in half an hour we can ride it off again to France. What a world! And for all you forward planners out there, here's my step-by-step guide to show you what to expect when taking the EuroTunnel from Folkestone to Calais. You'll reach the EuroTunnel at junction 11A on the M20, where as soon as you exit the motorway you'll see plenty of signage for the EuroTunnel. From the exit of the motorway, you simply travel in a straight line. As you move along, passenger vehicles and freight vehicles are split up into separate lanes. Passenger vehicles need to get over to the right lane, and freight moves over to the left. So get in the correct lane and carry on till you reach here. These are checking gates where you'll pick up your ticket. There aren't gates that are specifically designed for motorcycles, cars or vans, so any of the passenger vehicle gates will do. At each gate there's a machine that checks you in and prints your ticket out. When you book, they ask you to be there at least an hour before departure. If you show up early, you might be given the option to hop on an earlier train. And if you arrive late, and maybe if there's not a full hour left between your check-in and departure time, they might put you on a later train, even if your train hasn't departed yet. Okay, once you're checked in, you can proceed through the check-in gate and into the terminal. The road takes you over to the left toward the terminal's amenities. It's a shopping mall type facility where you'll find everything a captive audience could possibly wish for. Toilets, duty-free, shops, electric vehicle charge points, and even pet walking. It's worth saying that the facilities on the train are pretty basic. There's nothing in the way of refreshments, or rubbish bins for that matter, and although there are toilets on the shuttle, there's no guarantee that they'll actually be open, so make hay while the sun shines and use the facilities in the terminal if you can. There are display screens all around the terminal to tell you when to head to the platform. When you're ready to roll, follow the signs and road markings for France, and after a bit of snaking about, it'll take you back over in the direction of the checking gates. But just keep following the signs and you'll find yourself at the UK border control. As you get to the border, have your passport ready to display on the page with your face on. If you are unlucky and do get selected for a vehicle search, you have to head over to the building there on your left. Once you're through security, it's then over to the French passport control. Again, have your passport ready at the picture page to minimise the snark and maximise efficiency. And once you get that famous French shrug, the one that indicates that all their bureaucratic duties are satisfied, then and only then can you proceed to the boarding area. Now, there are two lanes you can join depending on the size of your vehicle. Low vehicles will go to the right-hand lane, the one with the overhead bar over the entrance. That lane is mostly for cars and cars that are less than 1.85 m tall. These are the vehicles that can fit on the upper deck of the train. High vehicles take the lane on the left, so that's vans, motorcycles, minibuses and 4x4s, as well as vehicles that are under 185 centimetres but are particularly wide or have low ground clearance. These vehicles should take the high lane over here on the left. My email confirmation said that my motorbike was a low vehicle, but just to clarify, all motorbikes should take the high vehicle lane so we can board the train on the lower deck. And now, whichever lane you take, the road snakes round to a kiosk where an attendant will direct you to a numbered lane. The number of the lane relates to the platform you're departing from. The attendant who directs you to your lane, they're looking for your platform letter displayed on your ticket. So car drivers, you'll have that on your windscreen, but us motorcycle riders, we might have to get the ticket out again to show them. You'll probably be held at the barriers until your train's ready to embark, and there are screens to the side that display any updates on your journey. Once the barriers open, again stay in lane and follow the arrows until you get to your platform, where more attendants will direct you onto the train. Motorbikes often get pulled aside here, either to go on first or go on last, but again, staff are there to make it all clear. When you're called, just drive into the train and keep moving forward till you reach the end of the line. There's another attendant on the train to instruct you how and where to park. Cars just need to get tight up to the car in front of them and turn the engine off. Bikers need to park at an angle, leave the bike in first gear, engines off, and make sure that the side stand is down. Centre stands are not permitted. And that's you on your way. It's a very smooth journey that only takes about half an hour. As I mentioned, there's not much to do on the train other than talk to riders. Just don't get carried away with nattering on and make sure you're ready to go before the train stops. To get off the train, you simply ride all the way to the front where you'll disembark straight onto the platform. You head up the incline onto the road and follow it round to the right. There's an exit that you can take if you want to stop at the services here, or otherwise you can just keep going and head on to the A16, which you can join in either direction to carry on your continental adventure. So that's what to expect on LeShuttle, going from Folkestone to Calais. Subscribe to join me on my travels and for more how-to guides like this. And if you found this video useful at all, then give it a like. Thanks for watching, until next time.